Hi, welcome back. I did say to you that I was going to bring you a video on this timeline that I've found on this wall. Now you can't see it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a photograph of it and put it up so that you can pause and zoom in and read this. Now I'm going to have to get up pretty close and read bits of it to you, but the lady who used to live here now lives next door, in the house next door. She grew up in this house with her parents. So she was 18 when she wrote this on the wall, and she's 80 now, she lives next door. But it's about the dates and places and times when she met a guy called Adam Faith. Now, when I found it, she was sat in the back, in the front garden, and I went in and I said, "Do you know somebody called Adam Faith?" She went, "What? You don't know Adam Faith?" She said, "How old are you?" I went, "Well, no, I don't know Adam Faith." She said, "Oh, you do." And she mentioned a record to me. And yes, I do. I just didn't know he was a singer or who sang it. But he sang, let me get this record out. He sang "Someone's Taken Maria Away." That is one of the records. I've just found that. I didn't know he had. And "Someone Else's Baby, Someone Else's," whatever. Anyway, that's how it goes. So you will know Adam Faith if you Google him on YouTube and listen to his songs. But she's got dates here from Mr. Adam Faith, Tudor Court, the Mount Esther in Surrey. That's where he lived. Now, later on, she goes on to the day one, met Adam Faith, February the 22nd, 1962 in Bradford. So he was obviously in Bradford at a concert. That's where she met him. April the 7th, 1962, took him, met him on this occasion. Anyway, I can't read, it's very faint. August the 30th, 1963, took photos of him and frightened him to death. Now, there's a story behind that one. She says, "Oh, I'll tell you the story." When he was in a concert down in Surrey, she actually went and got a job down there so that she could be nearer him. She was stalking this guy. It's so cool. No, she then went backstage and was having a look around and found his dressing room. She went into his dressing room, believe it or not, looking around, and then she heard somebody coming in, so she hid underneath the desk in his dressing room. She said then, a couple of minutes later, some of the other members of the band came in and they were all sat down talking and chatting away. And she said she was under this table for over an hour, just hiding under this table. And eventually she thought, "Oh, he's not going to leave." So she popped her head up from under this table right by his legs, and he shouted, "Get out, girl, get out." But then she took a photograph of him at the same time, frightening him to death. But then she was in the audience later on in the same night, and she was sat in the front, and apparently he winked at her, so she took that as to think that, all right, he's forgiven you for doing that. But also, it actually does another date, December the 1st, 1963, at his house. Fabulous. It was great. Now, she actually had dinner at his house. So this is an 18-year-old girl obsessed with Adam Faith, who was a good singer back in the 60s, a lot of people. So he was a pop icon, and she followed him, and she was obsessed with him. She loved him. So to have had dinner actually in his house, that's pretty amazing, I think. And then March the 14th, 1965, met him again in Bradford, and one of the members of the pop band remembered her. So yeah, that is a timeline, and I found it on the wall here. And I was originally going to go round and sand all these walls down and just paint in here, but I can't do that now. That's a legacy that needs to stay. So I'm going to preserve it, and what I'm going to do, because it's actually written in pencil and it's faded naturally. It's like what? It's over 60 year old. I'm 60 in November, so Yeah, that's over 60-year-old. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to spray it with hairspray to set that pencil in, and then what I'll do is I'll put some cling film over it or parchment paper over it, and then I'm going to wallpaper in this room. I cannot possibly paint that, especially when I googled him and found a song that's got my name in it. Someone's taken Maria away. I don't know how it goes. Let me play a little bit. I'll play a little bit. Hopefully YouTube will allow it. But it's like the house is talking to me. I can't possibly paint over that. You might actually know. Obviously, it's my favourite.
Warm was the sun when I first met Marie. A living angel appeared before me. Music played and I was in her arms. I surrendered to her charms. Someone's taken Maria away. Somebody's taken Maria away.
So there. I can't paint over that. This house, it is talking to me. It's like I'm supposed to be here. It's a legacy. That is a time capsule that has to stay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to write up here, found in 2026, please preserve. I'm going to preserve it. So this, actually, I love this room, actually. It's actually my favourite room, and this is going to be a happy room. The ideas I've got for decorating this, but I don't want to do I'm just trying to concentrate on the outside during the summertime, and I want to fall back into the house in the autumn, when the weather changes. So I don't really want to show you any videos or do any videos in the house, because then I might have to break up and go outside when it's nice and do a bit more outside. So I do appreciate that some of you are here for the house renovation. Some of you might possibly be interested in what I do outside in the garden. So just bear with me. I will get it done, but I have to keep that. But I've got some beautiful ideas for this. It's going to be fun. This room is going to be fun. It's going to be jolly. It's going to be bright. Nothing like the bedroom. This is going to be bright and jolly, and I'm going to love it. But I do feel really... Yeah, I do. I feel comfortable in this room. I feel nice. It's a happy room, even though there's nothing done. I haven't done anything to it. It's a happy room, and that's obviously. I think that's probably why. I have no idea. But what an amazing story! What an amazing lady, and she still lives right next door. But she was so happy when I reminded her about that. So I took a photograph of it and I've sent it to her. And she's just over the moon. She just told me the whole story about her getting a job down there and following him around and meeting him. It was just so wonderful. So yeah, I can't destroy that. I cannot paint over that. So I've had to rethink what I want to do in this room, and it's going to have to be wallpaper. Yes. Okay. Hopefully you like that. But I'm going to pop the photo up at the end, because I don't know how to edit and put these little things up, that people do, but don't know how to do that. So you have to wait. But then zoom in, and if you can read it for yourself, it's all there in black and yellow. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye.